Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So today I'm gonna talk with you guys about grammar, which is present simple. Let's study the situation first. So Alex is a bus driver, but now he is in back sleep. He is not driving a bus. He asleep. So we use drive plus s, work plus s, and do plus es is the present simple. For I, we, you, and they, we use drive, work, do. We use verb without s. But for he, she, and it, we use verb plus s. Then we use the present simple to talk about things in general. We use it to say that something happens all the time or repeatedly, or that something is true in general. For example, nurses look after patients in hospitals. I usually go away at weekends. The earth goes around the sun, and the cafe opens at 7:30 in the morning. We say, I work, but he works. They teach, but my sister teaches. You go, but it goes. I have, but he has. Next, we use do or does to make questions and negative sentences. Like, do you work? Does he works? And you don't work? He doesn't work. As example given, I come from Canada. Where do you come from? I don't go away very often. What does this word mean? And rice doesn't grow in cold climates. In the following examples, do is also the main verb. Do you do? Or do doesn't do is the correct. What do you do? Or he doesn't do anything to help. Then we use the present simple to say how often we do things. First of all, I get up at 8 o'clock every morning. How often do you go to the dentist? Julie doesn't drink tea very often. Robert usually goes away 2 or 3 times a year. Sometimes we do things by saying something. For example, when you promise to do something, you can say I promise. When you suggest something, you can say I suggest. I promise won't be late. Not I'm promising. What do you suggest I do? In the same way, we say I apologize, I advise, I insist, I agree, and I refuse. So we have done a few exercises. For 2.1, complete the sentences using the following verbs. First, Tanya speaks German very well. Ben and Jack goes to the same school. Bad driving causes many accidents. The museum closes at 4 o'clock on Sundays. My parents live in a very small flat. The Olympic Games takes place every 4 years. The Panama Canal connects the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. 2.2, put the verb into the correct form. Julia doesn't drink tea very often. What time does the bank close here? Third, I have a car, but I don't use it much. Fourth, where does Maria come from? Is she Spanish? Fifth, what do you do? I'm an electrician. Sixth, look at this sentence. What does this word mean? 7. David isn't very fit. He doesn't do any sport. And lastly, it does take me an hour to get to work in the morning. How long it does take to you? 2.3. Complete the sentences using these verbs. Sometimes you need the negative. The earth goes round the sun. Rice doesn't grow in cold climates. The sun rises in the east. Bees make honey. Vegetarians eat meat. An atheist believes in God. An interpreter translates from one language into another. Liars are people who doesn't tell the truth. The river Amazon flows into the Atlantic Ocean. For 2.4, you ask Lisa questions about herself and her family. Write the question. 1. You know that Lisa plays tennis. You want to know how often. Ask her. How often do you play tennis? Second, perhaps Lisa's sister plays tennis too. You want to know. Ask Lisa. Does your sister play tennis too? And third, you know that Lisa goes to the cinema a lot. You want to know how often. Ask her. How often do you go to the cinema? Fourth, you know that Lisa's brother works. You want to know what he does. Ask Lisa. What do your brother do? You're not sure whether Lisa speaks Spanish. You want to know? Ask her. Do you speak Spanish? And 6. You don't know where Lisa's grandparents live? You want to know? Ask Lisa. Where do your grandparents live? 2.5. Complete using the following. First, Mr. Evans is not in the office today. I suggest you try calling him tomorrow. Second, I won't tell anybody about what you say. I promise. Third, you must let me pay for the meal. I insist. Fourth, I apologize for what I said. I shouldn't have said that. 5. The new restaurant in Baker Street is very good. I recommend it. 6. I think you're absolutely right. I agree with you. That's all for today. See you tomorrow.